There's a bite.
All right, everybody, welcome back. I got a pretty wild hair on me this weekend, so I'm headed down to the Big Bass Tour out on Lake Norman. It's about 4 hours and some change from me here in Petersburg, Virginia, but we'll go down there. I mean, it seems to me, I think the big fish right now is like 6 pounds. That's through Friday, but I'm gonna fish Saturday and Sunday. I always like these tournaments. I mean, they really are a lot of fun, you know, because you're only one bite away from, you know, cashing a check. And I like the hourly payouts too. I mean, it really makes you feel like you have a shot, even though maybe you might not in the whole tournament. So let's see what happens. I mean, I'm just gonna throw some big swim baits around, and you know, I've never been to the Norman, so it's gonna be new to me. And it's gonna be fun to get out on a new lake and fish for the weekend. So you guys stay tuned. Hopefully I have some good news for you. Falls Lake, shout out Furious. Well, we have made it. We have made it, but it's time to hit the Wally World. Not a bad ride, it's about 4 hours. Got the essentials. Are you even really going fishing without the cooktown? Or you can hit it off with the hyenas. Yep, yeah, buddy. Look at that. That is a meal right there. So, all right, just got settled into the hotel. Ready for tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun day. Just got done talking to a couple guys from East Tennessee, where my dad's from. You know, I heard their accent. I was like, yep, they're from East Tennessee. So you guys stay tuned, and I'll meet you guys out on the water. Morning, tournament day. Gonna get some stuff ready. It's about 4:45 in the morning. I'm gonna get some stuff ready on the boat out here, and we're gonna head on to the ramp. Catch you guys in a second. Obviously had to stop for gas. I don't know if you guys seen it, but this is my new rig. Got me a 2013 F250 Platinum. Man, my AT4 was awesome, but you know, it just, it honestly was just too, like towing, it just wasn't working. I mean, you know, I was getting like 8-9 miles a gallon. I mean, yesterday in this thing, I drove 4.5 hours. And I'm just not putting gas. I still have a quarter of a tank left. Yeah, it's a bigger tank, but just the ease of towing with the diesel has been so much better. And I'll never go back now that I've experienced it. So we're headed to the lake now, just grabbing some gas and some coffee, and we're gonna get after it. All right, guys, spot number 1. I don't even want to say it's really a spot, but I just kind of picked somewhere, and you know, water temps is like 61 today, so things are a little bit different from where they were with Redcrest. Obviously, this lake is full of spotted bass, but in this tournament, you need to catch a largie. So, you know, I'm gonna go out here. I'm just gonna have fun. My goal is to cash a check, whether that's 1st or 10th place in one of these hourly payouts. But obviously, ideal situation would be to catch the biggest one and win a new boat. But you know, I'm just out here having fun. I didn't have any other tournaments going on this weekend and decided to, you know, get out here and see a new lake. So hope you guys enjoy it. All right, you may now begin fishing. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's turn these bad boys on. All right. What to even start with? I'm gonna start with this little wake bait. Can't see anything yet, but that's okay. It's thunderstorming. This is the 6 Sense wake bait. Looks pretty cool. Never thrown a wake bait, so this is gonna be new to me. Oh God, I gotta get my rain jacket. It is gonna start pouring. There's a bite. I told you they're gonna start biting. That's actually a decent one, guys. It's actually a pretty nice one for this lake, I think. Oh, it came off, dude. It came off, bro. Oh, that was a 3-pounder. Dadgummit. Wonder where that came from. I got hung up and this thing hit it immediately. Oh, yeah. Whew. It's a better one. Up under that dock. Yeah. All right. Heck yeah, he wasn't coming off of there. He's probably nice spotted bass, man. Good gosh, look at that thing. Let's just go ahead and put this guy away. Get the water out of here. Look at this.
Yeah, so I ran this pattern skipping docks the rest of the day, and I didn't have another bite. It's like when the rain turned off and the sun came out, it just got super tough. I had a ton of fish following my baits, but no commitments. And But I'm super happy that I caught this fish. I mean, it ended up being a good fish for me.
Might be able to get some money out of that one.
Yeah, so I went ahead and weighed the fish, and it was 318 on my scale. So I started checking the leaderboard for hour 10 through 11.
Where is this in comparison to where we are?
It was a long run. I think it was like 10:30 at this point, and it was probably a 20-minute run. So I knew that I had to get on down the lake. But I felt like I was going to be able to make some money on this fish, so I went for it. Yeah, so it's funny how this tournament works. Everybody comes into the weigh station at like the last 10 minutes, and then they all just stand around and wait to see if their fish is going to be able to, make the cut or the top 10 in the hour. So that's kind of what I was doing. You see me looking at my phone a lot. That's what I was doing, just making sure that this fish was going to get me paid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is right over. Yeah, right over here. What's your name? Dylan. Last name? Powers.
Next angler is Dylan Powers. You can dump it out. Dylan Powers.
Dylan Powers. 267 pound weight, top 434.
Dylan, go ahead and take that on out.
Thanks.
3.5 minutes remaining for hour number 3. Hey.
How's it going? Oh.
How's your day so far?
Slow, but it's good.
A lot of time.
Yeah, I know. A lot of time.
Never out of contention. All right, we're looking for 267 or better. You have it. 339.
All right.
We'll be in the 7th place.
Cool.
We got to get there. Good job.
Can we get a pic with it or not?
All right, Jack Happenauer, come on up. 287 bottom weight.
Not at all. I had 3 in the first 30 minutes, and I hadn't had a bite since. I just got 9th with a 3-4. I guess it's better than nothing, though, ain't it? Some gas money. Good day. Got my first check ever. $125. I'm not rich, but it paid for some gas, right? But I actually caught 2 out of 3 fish on this mag draft. It's not the freestyle, it's the one with the treble. It's the 6-inch, and I'm fishing it on a Dobyns Champion XP DC 730, 7'3", heavy fast action. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but tends to be a hammer for any type of like small swim baits or chatter baits or anything like that. So I'm gonna get some stuff tied on here, and then gonna go get some dinner, and then we're gonna do day 2 tomorrow. So you guys stay tuned. All right, guys, day 2 out here on Lake Norman for this big bass tour. It is gonna be a good day. I can feel it. I found a couple spots that I think are gonna be good. It's like staging areas for spawn. Water temp today, as of now, is like 56, 57 is what I've seen. I'm way back in a pocket and there's no one near me. So I got a good feeling there's gonna be big. I'm actually gonna throw one of the bull shads. I'm gonna throw it and just burn it on top of the water. Hopefully a big largie will attack it. So you guys stay tuned, and hopefully we'll catch a big one and get another check.
Yeah, so I did that kind of the same pattern that I did yesterday for probably 3 or 4 hours. And honestly, I just didn't get a bite. I mean, the bite was super tough. Saw a couple guys in passing, and they said the same thing, that they weren't having any luck. So I decided to make a move and just do something different. So tied on a Rocco square bill and just ran up the river and covered a lot of water. Four.
Be a good one.
Yeah, so I decided to run on back down the lake. I only had about 2 hours left, and I was hoping that maybe I could catch a spotted bass that was 3 or 4 pounds. So what I was doing here was just, I was finding them on live scope, and you know, they were out on the main lake points. They weren't back in the pockets and stuff for me. I found a ton of them on the main lake points in this particular island. And what I was doing is I was taking my bull shad and I would find them on live scope and run the bull shad through them, and they would always trail it, and I would get them close to the boat. I'd turn around, throw my wacky worm into the water right in front of them, and they would bite it every single time. So it was a good time, but you know, none with size.
I just wish they had some size on them. All right, guys, that's a wrap on the weekend. Cashed my first check in the Big Bass Tour. I'm really pumped about that. That was my one goal that I set out to achieve, was to catch a check. Obviously win it would be great, but to cash a check in one of the hours. Even though I think my sushi dinner was probably more expensive than the check, but we won't go into that. But it was a good weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think I'm going to fish the one on Smith Mountain Lake here in a couple weeks, so you guys stay tuned in for that one. It's going to be a good one.